Hey, look, check this out. Y'all notice something? Like how a lot of these young people are dying? How the devil is tricking a lot of young people into leaving Earth early. And I remember a guy told me something that stuck with me. I can't see nothing. I'm running these lights. He told me, he said, your flesh, he said, look, don't satisfy the flesh because the flesh is not going with you to the afterlife. And he really said, don't satisfy the flesh because the flesh not going with you to heaven. But people got to understand, everybody's not going to heaven. I don't care what your favorite pastor done told you. I don't care what they told you at the funeral. Everybody's not going with you to heaven. Everybody's not going to heaven. I got to run in here and grab me a Polar Pop. I just need some juice to start my morning. I'm gonna bring y'all with me. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak bring y'all with me. Yeah.
Will take to win them.
October 12th show for his, at the Sound Amphitheater in Goshen. That's where he's going to be. And this is the tune you're listening for today. All right.
Countrywide. Listen for it later to win.
I'm Rob Stinson. You know me from the Reeves Salute taking counties. Now I'm the Lexus Boardwalk Reader Building.
Transaction complete. Please take your items.
Yeah, I'm back. But now look, check this out. A lot of young people are leaving this earth. And I was scrolling through TikTok, and one of the influencers have passed. Now, whatever you write in this life, it is already written. It's over with. Now again, most people think they're going to heaven when they die anyway, so they can live how they want to live on this earth. And you got a bunch of Christians that believe that as well. And that ain't the case. You're not gonna live how you wanna live down here on this earth and then think you just gonna go to heaven. It's like when your favorite rapper die. Just because he's your favorite rapper don't mean he's going to heaven. But look, everybody have vices that they deal with in life. Like, look, you want to know one of them? It's one thing that everybody indulges in, and that's sex, right? Now, look, you choose when you open that box. I remember I heard a man say, I've never met one person that had sex one time and stopped. I knew this guy, right? He was marrying this girl. We was all at work talking, and conversation came up about how conversation came up, and the conversation was, golly, man, I can't see a flipping thing. Man, screw it. Whatever get hit, get hit. The conversation came up at work, and one of the guys, he did this on purpose because he knew how the guy was. The guy was like, yeah, man, I'm getting married, man. Because we was about to have a 2-week break. He said, yeah, I'm getting married. I said, man, when you come back from off the holiday break, you married? He said, when I come back off the break, Gibson, I'm married. And this was like the last day at work, so we wasn't working. And one of the guys said, he said, you know, every woman that we are with, somebody else had them. But he was being disrespectful. Like, he was being disrespectful, saying, yeah, man, at some point, everybody had the girl we with in this position, in that position, blah, blah, blah. And this guy took the bait. The guy that was fixing to get mad. Well, yeah, my girl ain't been with a lot of guys. He said, well, how you know that? He said, she told me. Man, they gonna tear that Tahoe up with that dump trailer. Man, they pulling a dump trailer with a Tahoe. He said, yeah, she told me. He said, she ain't tell you the truth. He said, no. She had sex one time with the guy, it hurt, and she stopped. She no more. And then I come. He's kind of Mexican guy. I just let him talk. I said, man, he done fell into a trap. And I remember what a guy told me years ago. No person have sex one time, stop and walk away. Once you open that box, you can't get you. Once you open that box, it's game over. It's game over. Most men raise their sons to go ahead and get that, I don't want to say this on camera. Get that, I'm just a lot of guys teach their sons, go ahead and get that dog phase out of you. You do all that in your 20s, then you settle down in your 30s, but settle down with a virgin. Listen, bro. Listen. Once you open Pandora's box, you will never close it again. Never. Never in your life. And that's what a lot of people, man, most people, ain't a lot of people. Once you open that box, you can be as great as you want to be, but you will be subject to that right there. You will be subject to it. Because you're not gonna just stop. Because, like, look, check this out. When a young man open that box at 16, 17, he will not be able to control himself. He gonna want to jump on everything moving. Now, we like to believe that females are different, but I'm not saying they're not, but they're not. Like, we're all human. We all have these desires. And these desires was put in us to share with your spouse, your husband or your wife. But it just, man, look, that is one thing somebody will end your life over. It's sex. That's one of the powerful things on this earth. You would think, man, why, bruh? People will end your life over that. Once you open Pandora's box, man, it's game over. And not only that, the devil have so many people tricked when it come down to sex, drugs, life. Live it up. One of the tricks of the devil is, man, you got time later on to live for God. You young. Live it up. You young. And a lot of people don't make it out of that young phase. A lot of people don't. And then people will say, like, bruh, life be lifing. Life be lifing, man. Life is real, bro. Like, as you sit back and you get older, you will see how the decisions you make in your 20s shape your future. I told y'all, I know I grew up in the church, and then I also grew up in the neighborhood. I've seen guys that chase women, sleep with this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that. And then when they 40, you got 10, 15 kids and you struggling throughout life financially. I've seen people smoke weed. Weed is always the gateway drug or something else. Weed is always the gateway drug. I remember vividly being in high school. Man, I don't smoke squares. I don't smoke cancer sticks. And as you get a little bit older, man, bro, they said you don't smoke squares. Nah, man, you know, after I smoke weed, the cigarette make me keep my high a little bit longer. Start off with weed, now you popping pills. Now you playing with your nose. All of these things that you will indulge in life will change your future. And you have to think, you can take a pure man who's not chasing women, who's not on drugs, who's not getting high, and he uses time and his wisdom to elevate his life and to make millions. And then once he get the millions, he start going to do all the things he wanted to do when he was a kid. He go get 4 or 5 women at a time. And you have to understand that, look, people think it's cool to have 3, 4, and 5 women, but you don't understand that these are somebody's daughters, man. These are somebody's daughters. Like when I was a young man, I never wanted to just run women. I didn't, because I never wanted to spill my seed with just no anybody. That was one thing I was adamant about. Like, bro, I'm not spilling my seed with no anybody. I really feel I'm that special where you just can't have all of me. I really believe that. And I believe that to this day. Like, bro, I'm not hot in the pants, so I just want to jump in the bed with anybody. Like, man, that's not, nah, we're not doing that one. Like I was telling my nephew, bro, you got the whole world at your feet. That's cool, you went and bought a truck, put rims on it. And he told me the amount of money he spent on the rims. Bro, you could have invested that and done something else with it. You could really set yourself up for the future. So you want to know what you want to know? Listen. Sex ruins a lot of young men. Look, once you get you a little pretty girlfriend and you start sleeping with her, you just don't realize it, but it's game over. It's like you don't understand. You can't see what the next man, a 20-year-old would never be able to see what a 30-something-year-old see, because you're not there yet mentally. Like, I see everything you spending your money on right now, it's just a waste of time. But you think, well, man, I got to live, enjoy life. Then when you get in your 30s and 40s, ain't nobody teach us about money. You didn't want to learn about money. You wanted to enjoy the fruits of your labor because you're young, and there's nothing wrong with that. But life is a dirty game. I remember I was listening to this podcast with this Indian guy. He said, when our grandparents came to America, it was so easy to be successful because everybody wanted to live off the fat of the land. They didn't want to till and grow and sow. He said, how we are raised, the Indian guy was saying. He said, my grandfather came over here and started a grocery store. So when my father was of age, he took over the grocery store and built on top of it. In other words, the grandparents laid the foundation, the father built the house, and then when the son came along, the son bought the property next to the house, cleared it off, set the foundation. Now his son can build another house. They keep everything in the family. That's why their wealth grows very fast. And I'm just using the house analogy as an example. By the way, it is cruising the coast down here in my area, so y'all might see a lot of old school videos pop up on these. But you have to understand, You only get one run at life. 70 years is all you get. 70 years. That is it. That is it. It's 70 years. That's all you get. And when it's over, it's over. So you, like, bro, if you're not gonna live for God on God's earth, how in the crap you think you're gonna go live with him in his eternity? It's not gonna work like that. A lot of people don't want to have that conversation, but it's not. Golly, that man got his wife out there cutting the yard. Goodness. Hire a lawn service. We can't afford one. Call Gibson. Gibson's charging premium rates. Call Gibson. Oh man, about to jump on this route. I'm already on the route. I'm just like literally 2 minutes from my property. But y'all, look, everything's slowing down on me. I'm kind of glad it's slowing down so I can get a break. But man, I will catch you guys on the next one.